Join us today as we go through our annual 58th Winter Silhouette Show here at Ayers Hall. Welcome to our 58th annual Winter Silhouette Show here at the Arboretum, LA Arboretum, Ayers Hall. Right off the front we have a Japanese maple Shishi Ohime from Ed Clark in a really nice drum pot. Look at that ramification. To the right we have a ume from Shirley Kwan. Let me get a close up of those flowers. Look at those flowers, full bloom. What a perfect picture there. When you take around, we have a beautiful liquid amber display by Cesaro Perez. A nice 3-point display here. Accent, it looks like a mondo grass and I forgot, silverberry. That lovely pot that is, it should be John Naka's symbol. It's probably a Jim Barrett pot because Jim Barrett did those pottery. And the liquid amber, nice old trunk, very classic. Here we have Mary Morrissey's Chinese elm. So let me back up a little bit. So if you notice, it looks like a root over, like a what do you call it, octopus or an open root-ish here. But actually, this tree actually was developed by Takshimazu and actually had a stone, was in the middle here. So she actually removed the stone to accentuate the negative space there. Beautifully ramified too. Let me turn a corner here. We have a hackberry. This is Giovanni. His first time displaying. A beautiful little hackberry tree there. I'll give it about another 5-6 years. They'll be really ramified out there. Beautiful tree. Good job, Gio. We have a cork bark. Oh, sorry. It's a. Oh. It says Chinese elm, but I think it's a cork bark elm by John Nielsen. Okay. So you check out the tree. Look at that barkage. It's beautiful. Nice ramified tree there. So I think it says Chinese elm, but I believe that's the cork bark elm. But I could be wrong. Who knows? To the right, we have a 3-point display. Ume from Kente. It's a double bloom ume. What that looks like a Chinese elm over a root over rock there. You can see the rock there. Nice, cool, winterish type of display, which is our show's theme. Showing the trees with a very cool display. Let me see if I can turn around here. Busy day here at the Arboretum. So back up as best I can. This is from Joe Galgul. It's a pine bark or cork bark pine maple. Arcadia. Really hard to grow, especially in Southern Cal. We have Dave Miles, a Trident Maple, a 3-point display. Let's look at the accent. Accent's kind of cool. I always like looking at accents. It's one of those, oh, I forgot what they're called. Anyone remember what they're called? They're air plants. Tillandsias, there are the Tillandsias. Here is a nice Cork Elm. Nice, beautiful tree. And a, if I remember the story of this tree, this Trident Maple came from Jim Barrett about 10 years ago, if I remember that story. Beautiful display. See, excuse me, there's another new member. This is Jackie Zander. A 3-point display. Let me look at the accent. These little turtles. I think we've seen these little turtles before. Next to that looks a 3-trunk Trident Maple. And then the final display is a Chinese elm. Look at that ramification. If you look carefully, they're already pushing. Again, we're in Southern California. Unfortunately, we did hit some 80-degree heat right after a windstorm here. So here we go. This is Jack Reynolds small leaf linden. Another 3-point display. Look at the small moss pot there. You can see the small moss pot. And it's really adorable little tree there. And you can see the linden here. Linden should be an oval tree. Look at the buds. Buds are about to swell. Very cool tree. Very different. Never seen a linden in this naked form. We have a crepe myrtle by Kathy Benson. Nice pot, lovely movement, really muscular trunk. It'd be amazing to see this in late summer or early summer, late summer, to look at its fall color or summer color. We have a Shohin display by Peter Mack. 6-point display. We'll start with the main display here. Top tree looks like a kumquat. A very Sokovia in a long field pot. That's beautiful. It really looks like a distant tree. On the corner here is a ume. And last but not least, it looks like a pyracantha. Nice trunk there. And last but let's look at the 2 points accent. Virginia creeper's my guess. Okay. Nice hang, look at that. Still with some leaves there. Awesome display. Another 6-point display one more time. Awesome. It's really hard to get that many trees to really harmonize together. We'll go to the right, and we'll come back. We'll try to come back to that one. Lindsay Shiba's Trident Maple, classic Trident Maple. Look at the muscular trunk. And the Nabari, look at that Nabari. Let's give you an idea of the spread Nabari. Okay, 18 inches, 21 inches, 22 inches, easy Nabari. Okay, nice ramification on it. Really been pushed back for a while. Awesome tree. We'll go back to the main display. That mist. Full bloom ume by me. Give you an idea, that's I've been looking for that pot for a couple years. It's an antique Chinese pot. Has little umes on it. Full bloom ume. You guys get a look at that one. I've wished you guys have smell-o-vision. Classic 3-point display with far distant rock. It should be a Murphy stone and a iris in a rice basket. Again. And the main tokonoma, honor of Jaime Chavira. Newly actually made tokonoma that brought Michael Roberts and Joe Gagool did. This is a winged elm back up, with a classic 3-point display with a scroll work. Winged elms have that classic wings. Let me zoom into it. Right on the top right there, right in the top corner. Whoops. In the top corner, you can see those wings right coming from those branches. Okay, that's how you get those winged elm. With a ume de scroll in the background. Beautiful tree. Congratulations, Jaime. Be honored tonight. A really unusual tree. This is a hawthorn. We really don't see that here in Southern California. Tak Nakamura. It's a twin trunk. Look at these hawthorns, how beautiful they are. Beautiful berry trees. Just awesome. Never seen one before. I think it's beautiful. We here has a Korean hornbeam by Axe Marin, known for that muscular trunk. Got some dieback here. It's really just be the climate change. Still a beautiful trunk there. Really winterish. We go to the right here on the back side. Here is a Shohin display. It's a really wide Shohin display. So let me get an angle shot of it. So it goes from there to there. That's a Shohin display by Steve Valentine. It's a potato vine. Potato vines has the little purple flowers, dark green leaves. And that's on the high display. On the flat display, he has the Cork Bark Elm with a rock. And the high display, I believe that's a Chinese elm. I could be wrong if someone can recognize his bark pattern. I'll ask him a little later today to get a confirmation on that one. Here's Robert Hardin from the Orange County Bonsai Society. Okay, this should be a Ginkgo. Planted on a rock landing. The rock's actually very interesting. Ginkgos are not very known to ramify very easily, which getting that branch structure very easily. Honestly, it's very spectacular. Again, ginkgos are really hard to ramify. To the left, we have a Chinese elm by Robert King from the the Marina Bonsai Club. We'll look closely at the ramification. Really classic ramification. Again, if you noticed the buds of some of these trees, you can see right there, they're pushing growth. So unfortunately, we're pushing some higher temperatures the last week or two. Let me stand really far back. This is a ginormous Cork Bark Elm by Mocha Roberts. So you've seen this one before. We're gonna go back to Michael's house to talk about winter care, and you can see it's absolutely filled. This silhouette. And look at that center trunk. It's already filled in. Honestly, amazing. Really, really thick branch structure. And you can see there's some guide wires holding some of these trunks in. Okay, just to get that silhouette. Just awesome. Just absolutely. Let me take that back. Breathtaking. If you can see it in person, you'll understand this is at least 45 inches tall, the tree itself, easily. Okay, pushing 4 feet almost. To the left, Carol Upston, Kofukai. Beautiful collector elm with a carved center trunk. Again, if you look at these elms, they're pushing growth already, so you know they're getting a little warmer temperature, most likely by the coastline here. We turn 180 degrees on the back side. We have Elaine, Keisha. It is a Catlin elm raft. You can see, look at that. So I still don't know the difference between a Catlin elm. I don't have one to really diversify the difference here. There's a little pathway down the center. It's beautiful. A raft is when a single trunk tree, you see there's a raft right there, or the single trunk is lying against the ground, and then these trunk structures branch out of it. Just well done. Just the movement and everything, so it's well done, that one. Here we have a Ginkgo by Brian Grant, South Coast Bonsai Association. There's a little tiger there. Just very simplified display. We have a classic tree, a cat limb from Robert Pressler. Old Japanese pot. Really well ramified tree. This is probably, and if I remember, this is an original tree by John Catlin, the proprietary of this sport. Nice big tree. Awesome. We go to the left. We have here is a Princess Persimmon by Kai Ikari. If I remember, this is Kenji. Kari, his dad passed away, I think it was this year or last year. This is his display now. It's a beautiful tree. Wish I had some fruit on it. Here's a Japanese maple, Kiyohime. That's one of my secondary trees. Give you an idea of this ramification. As people say, you can't grow Japanese maples here in Southern Cal. I have proved you guys wrong. It's just a little more work than normal, but it can be done with a heavy ramification like that, so it can be done. We have a display here by Greg Cothel, Ginkgo Forest. I think we've seen this one before when we talked about that at his video. Again, look closely. Again, ginkgos don't ramify very easily. They're usually look like sticks in a pot. It'll take years to get that ramification to look right, but again, a much difficult tree to grow. At the very end of the display here, we have Ted Matson with a Chinese quince. Chinese quince are known for their muscular trunks and their yellow fruit. I don't see a yellow fruit on this one. And they're the molted trunk line. Okay. Last but not least, we have a display in honor of Jim Barrett by Manuel Dion. It is a Chi-Chi Ginkgo, which I remember is a seed or a cutting grown from his front yard there. Let me look carefully. A really awesome old pot. Again, if you like to come down, be our guest, we do have a sales area right here. Turn around the camera. And then of course we have the demo area that's daily at 1 o'clock. And tomorrow should be Lindsay Shiba doing a critique if I remember. Well, again, thank you for watching. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.